So for my project, I made a hand-knit blanket, and I went to Hobby Lobby to get my materials. The only materials I needed were yarn, like the jumbo yarn, and only my hands. I got inspired when I was looking online on social media because I saw other people making hand-knit blankets and I wanted to try it, so I took the opportunity to try to make my own blanket. Hobby Lobby actually does sales on yarn every other week. I just found that out. So when I went, it was 30% off. And so I got 5 of them for about $5.99. They're usually around $7.99. To start off, the blanket is really only loops. This is the first loop that I did, and you just keep going in a long line. The first time I did this, I had to do it twice because I went too fast and I kind of got confused. But overall, this is a very time-consuming project, and you should not go fast, or you have to take apart your blanket, take apart the row. I picked this project because I thought it would be a good hobby to do when I'm bored. So after you do your straight line, you start going upwards instead of doing loops. You pull the string through the hole. It's like a little hole, and you pull the string through. And then this is what it will turn out to be like. If you need to switch colors, or if you run out of yarn, you have to burn the ends of the yarn and stick it together and hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds. And that's what I did. Yeah, this blanket is very time consuming. It can take up to a few hours. For me, it took about 2 hours to do just the blue part. I wanted to make a blanket for my bed. I have a queen size bed in my room, so that's why it took me so long. The common mistakes that I did is I would go so fast and then I would forget some string, like right here. I forgot this whole piece. It's a really big piece, so I had to take apart 2 rows and do it over again. Another mistake that I did was I think I missed some loops, but I was already too far ahead in the blanket that I couldn't redo it. It's not really noticeable, but there's like a big hole right here when you lift up the blanket. So there's really nothing I could do about that. How was it going? After I finished the blue, I went to Hobby Lobby again and I got a new color. And here it looks yellow, but the color is actually sage. So I just kept going upwards again. And I had to do this on my bed because my desk is too small to fit the whole blanket, because I wanted to do my whole bed, but I ended up only doing 1/3 of it because I didn't have enough yarn. And what did I learn from this process? After finishing all my yarn, I was satisfied with the results. This is my first ever blanket that I made. So in the future, I think my loops or my stitches will be more better than this blanket that I made. This took me around 4 hours because I wanted to make sure it looked decent, and I kept messing up, so I had to keep redoing it. For the blue part, it took me 2 hours, and this maybe around 2 hours too. Although this is my first blanket, in the future I would like to do more blankets, and because my mom, she seemed the most interested in this blanket process, I would definitely like to make her a blanket first, because I think making blankets would be a good gift idea for like birthdays or not. This is what it looks like. This is not the full, but that's just what it looks like. And that's it.